Yeah, I was hooked into crack cocaine for 2.5 years, and then this medicine came to my life, and it's gonna be 8 years since I'm clean. A few years before of having my first encounter with the toad medicine, and also of being a crackhead, I had this profound experience combining the mescaline of the peyote and the salvia divinorum in a really high dose. Then I had this sample of the truth, of inner truth behind and beyond this reality provided by nature. I can explain this as an activation of my body through these chemicals, but and with that medicine, I start my own self healing process with the medicine. It lasts 18 months until I just get rid out of all the addiction of the synthetic drugs, and then I start doing informal research with the medicine in rave parties, giving the 5-MeO DMT of the toad to people who were intoxicated with different substances, because I wanted to see if was just my necessity of change, or it was something real about the medicine. So then really fast I saw that this medicine, it was really something important, and Jalisco to Sonora to start working as a physician. And I spent 4 years there in Hermosillo working as a general doctor. And then this spider bite me, and my leg started to go real bad. And a couple of weeks of being struggling with that injury on my right foot, I had some nightmares, so I just took the medicine out of the box and had a session just for having a good night of sleep. But then next day, my leg was 80% healed. So the people who watched me struggling with that for many days, they were really interested in the medicine. So I started to share the medicine for the first time, not only for drug addictions, but for many different illnesses. And I went with the authorities of health system in the states of Sonora, Mexico, to see if I was doing something wrong, or I was putting myself in a some dangerous position. But then they suggest me about starting this research, start having the recording of the sessions and asking for testimonials. So that's what I did. I started writing my own book, and then I was invited to one of the native communities, the Seris, and I gave the medicine to the son of one of the shamans, one of the elders of the community. He was dying because of the crystal meth. So a few sessions after, he was recovered, and it's gonna be 3 years since he's functional again. Some other guys of the community. Then I was invited to live among the series, and I spent 5 months there. When the elders saw that the young ones were being benefited by the medicine, they decide to take the experiences too. And then through the mouth of the elders, during the trance of the medicine, these new chants start flowing on their mouths in a completely oral tradition community. So for them, this was like a rebirth of their own culture, and they gave me a disc with chants that were channeled by them on the experience of the medicine. And I started to use these sacred chants in my healings with the medicine, and the results were enhanced. And then this new technique about doing this medicine in the outdoors with the nature, watching the sun, standing up with your eyes open, was created. and the perfect guidance for this is the chanting. So I'm trying to protect the toad, and I'm trying to create a natural reserve and some laws to avoid people to extract the toad of his environment. And at the same time, the sharing of the ancient traditions of these communities. And I start working with the ANUF, that it's Asociación Naciones Unidas Venezuela. It's an ONG that works with yeah, I'm really busy doing this work. I'm really happy, and I feel honored and blessed of being able of sharing this medicine. I start also archaeological and anthropological research, and then I found all the evidence about the ancient Mesoamerican cultures, from the Olmecs to the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Toltecs. All these cultures, they were venerating these feather serpent or Quetzalcoatl or Kukulkan. Yeah, and I think that that's the experience provided by 5-MeO-DMT. I think that after humans stop or pre-humans stop eating just raw food, and we start handling the fire and with the cook of our the change of our diet with the cook of the food, then we just transform what we are now. And I believe that this told is also related with the belief in the Chinese dragons and with all the symbols that we can find in the more ancient cultures as the Sumerians, the Babylonians, the Egyptians. And I think that this sacrament, this way to understand the divine essence inside of us, it's available for everyone. And this was born before the ability that we have for meditating in a cave and have the same experience induced by these natural neurotransmitters. So I think that we are a little bit lost with the understanding of the importance of all the entheogens, comprehend yet the the sequence of events that lead us to be right now here. So I really think that these compounds are the language that nature has used since the beginning of time. But I can see also a tremendous difference between 5-MeO-DMT from the Sonoran Desert Toad and the rest of the psychedelics. That not even ayahuasca or ibogaine or the semi-synthetic drugs as MDMA or LSD or the mushrooms or the peyote, they don't have the potential and the efficiency, the power that this medicine have. This medicine is not about seeing any vision. This experience is about going directly into the sense of feelings that you are the co-creator of your reality with the universe, and you are the center of that reality. And I believe that those symbols or those concepts were born through these experiences. So it's a complex subject. It's really extensive. There is a lot of information to share, and I'm just happy. None of the tribes of Sonoran Desert remember in recent times the usage of this toad. This knowledge was forgotten for centuries. So, because this toad is connected with the cycles of fertility of the planet, they only come out at night when the semen of the sky touch the womb of the planet. Then these toads are visible. So for the Mesoamerican people, this toad was also like the central part of the calendar, and everything was. This is something ancient, really ancient. The toads has suffered no transformation in maybe millions of years, We don't know if there was more than just one of these species in the past and they were extincted with the climatic changes. But we have now in these days these unique species that contain this powerful medicine that has transformed so many lives, and there is more to come. So it's about build the right context and the reculturization of these lost traditions. The molecule was found in the Buphus alvarius in 1968. That's the first report in a scientific magazine about the presence of the bufotenin that is transformed to 5-MeO-DMT with the fire in the Buphus alvarius toad. So the first uses of this medicine was by American hippies in California in the 80s and the 90s. And in 2010 or 11 is this book written by James Orrock, that he's a reporter of extreme sports, and he got the 5-MeO-DMT synthetic, and he has this epiphany, and then he tried the natural source of 5-MeO-DMT. He started to share his book on Burning Man. People in the past just dismissed this medicine because they didn't know how to ingest it. They were putting the medicine with some cannabis in a normal pipe, and that's not the way for breeding this. Well, Sonoran Desert, it's a square area of 200,000 square kilometers. It's from California, Arizona, New Mexico, and all Sonora State in Mexico. There is no in danger, but it will be in danger because all these the impact of humans in Sonoran Desert, because we had in the Sierra of the Mazatecs and the after Maria Sabina by the increase of the population, and it has been the same with the peyote. So I don't know exactly how the future is going to be for the toad. That's why my main concern is the creation of the reserves. There is enough medicine in the desert for having an international, maybe global project of healing if people start to respect the toad and the environment. And instead of trying to have these toads in a fish tank in their houses, they just left the toad in their home there in the desert. It's delicate. The toad right now it's not in danger, but I think that in a couple of years, so if we don't do something about in 5 or 10 years, this can be just a legend. The Seris and the Yaquis, but they are just two of the 13 tribes of Sonoran Desert. So I still more work to do with natives, but for me also has been a lot of work. I think that I need like a team of people and get more institutions involved in this because it's not yeah, depends on the level of intoxication of the people, of the time that they are there. But what I'm trying to make clear here is that anyone with any kind of, let's start with synthetic drug addictions, but we also can talk about all the prescription drugs that are a real problem for many people, and I've treated some of these cases too with excellent results. But let's see the evidence. It's that any of these guys who are in crystal meth, crack cocaine, amphetamines, let's see alcohol, any of these substances, they just go once into the toad medicine, and the cravings and the desire and all that part of the addiction, it's gone for even, it might be forever, but you can see that there is a time between the first session and the next dose of their addiction. I mean, it's clear that something is happening with people. It's just that for me, in at this stage of my research, it's a little bit difficult to give people all the follow after. And with addicts, it's but I work, for example, in Ireland with a group of in recovery with the clinic that they are on rehab, and most of these guys who were addicts to methadone and heroin and meth and all this stuff, they improve so much that now there are 4 clinics interested in Ireland of experiencing the treatment, and the people there. It's right now like I don't know 300 people who have experience in Ireland, and they are just waiting for more. So I'm open to invite. I think that necessary for everyone and for the next generations to just be clear about all the confusion that exists in these subjects, because people still thinking that marijuana is a poison. People still thinking that cocaine is good for getting fun, and a lot of people who are now uh, taking synthetic drugs, thinking that they are having MDMA or LSD when they are taking everything but that everything. This is just a problem, and we just need to educate and re-educate people and the young population of the planet, because it's so sad to see how families can be destroyed just for this madness. And the set for this medicine, I can see the difference between going. There is not much different when you are going in the onset, in the takeoff, but when you are landing, it's really important to just feel the connection with the grass, with the trees, with the clouds, with the sky, with the sun, because it's um, like traumatic for the mind and also for the body. Just going back here, yeah, being back here after going into those beautiful places, back in the
The
square
integration can be
mind
troubling,
of,
hey? Yeah.
yeah, of the rooms and all the furniture and everything that it's inside of our places, that most things we don't need, and we're just collectors of more illusions.
So with those people that have drug issues and you assist them, do you take them to a special place to take the
Yeah,
Sapo
yeah.
medicine? Yep.
Open spaces. It can be the shore of the ocean, or in a forest, or in a farm, or inside of the ceremony. I think that this needs to be done with a lot of respect and
They feel much freer, hey, and more secure in the natural
yeah,
environment.
yeah, absolutely. July 1st and June 30 is the New Year Eve for the Seri nation. So they are having this festivity, this celebration, and I'm going there again. This is the 4th year that I will be with them, and I'm sharing the medicine with the people that are coming to the event, and also to share with the grandpas and with my brothers in the community, because most part of the year I'm traveling, and now I just can go with them 2 or 3 times in a year. So this is one of those dates.
A special date, huh?
Yeah.
How many people will be participating in that event, do you think?
I don't know. The last year were like around 200 people.
I understand that it would be okay to film there too. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So if I can get there, I'll film definitely, eh?
Addictions is just a pattern of behavior, and people just need to learn about how they need to be educated for having new choices in life, and having new activities, and everything is just about giving them the tools for fight against this society, and these people need to change. Friends, people need, but the work needs to be done by the people. I'm more happy to do my work in nature with maybe in the Seri community. But what I'm doing in Mexico, it's not illegal. So I'm doing my work openly. We can do a documentary about the clinic work with the medicine. I'm open to do sessions to 20 or 30 addicts, and someone can just measure what happened with those guys in a clinic research. There is millions of addicts all over the world. That's not a problem.
Mhm.
People who wants the medicine to who wants to transform and change their lives, there is many. The thing here is that we need some kind of support for this. It's um, doing a good research with this medicine. I got the medicine. The medicine is no problem, and I'm open to offer my services as a guide and as a co-worker. But it's important to just start to put the basis, or the
I understand,
foundation.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm paying for everything
Wow.
myself. With I have no any kind of support of any no one, because I'm trying to just with love. So
Okay, that's fantastic.
my work with the elders of the community, with the council of elders of the community, with ANUP, that is this Venezuelan organization, and the different people that I gave the medicine. That it's a huge community
How
right
many
now.
people have you administered the medicine to?
I maybe gave 8,000 sessions, but most people have 2 or 3 sessions, and I have around 3,000 signed testimonials of people. I just stopped asking for more
Wow.
writing testimonials, because
You've got
it
plenty, huh?
was the same,
Yeah.
always the same, the same.
What
Yeah.
percentage of those 5,000 people would be from a user or an addict background?
I don't know, maybe 20%.
Okay. So lots of people just do it for psychospiritual and initiatory reasons.
No, right now is other illnesses like depression, like
Okay.
anxiety, like insomnia, like doing something for the lost cultures, for the Mayan, for the Olmecs, for the ancient traditions, for the natives of Sonora, and most of anything else for the toad. To prove anything to anyone, for me the efficiency of the medicine, it's so clear that I'm still doing this after all these years and still learning. And yeah, there is a lot to do with this. The message is more about respecting and learning about nature and about all the gifts of nature, because this toad medicine is just one medicine, but there is many medicines out there, and we just need to go back into the botanical gardens and start to treat better our food. And I think that all
Thank
the
you so much for your time, and I hope to see you over there in June or July. It sounds a fascinating experience, eh?
okay.
Okay, take care, mate. Thank you so much, huh?
Okay, bye
Bye.
bye.